What's going on, everybody? David here, and today I got a brand new video for y'all. And this time we are going to be taking a look at a G.I. Joe collection that I have obtained, and from a good friend of mine that I went to school with, graduated in the same class, played football with, and known him for many years. A few months ago, he had hit me up and said, "Look, I have the remaining of my childhood collection of toys. If you want them, you can have them." And so worked out a deal, and so I was able to get whatever he had left, from his childhood, and very proud, very happy to have it because my nickname is the Toy Curator, which was given to me by my good friend and fellow YouTuber Harry SanmanPRvlogs, and there's a reason why they call me the Toy Curator, is because over the last 3 or 4 years, I've had people that I've known for many years, and people that have actually reached out to me and say, "Look, you know what? Would you like to have my collection?" And pretty much, I am a keeper of collections. So I pretty much keep everything that's been given to me, and some of it goes on display, some of them doesn't, because, I keep them for, safekeeping. But anyways, this is the newest collection I just recently obtained, and very happy to have it, because I've never owned these as a kid growing up. I've had a few Joes, but not very many, and but to be able to collect this stuff, now means the world to me, especially when it's coming from somebody I've known for many years. So I'm very happy to have these. So that being said, enough rambling. Let's go ahead and get into the collection. Like I said, a lot of this stuff, pretty much he had growing up, and so the first item I want to show off is a coloring book. So hasn't been colored in at all. So just to have a unique piece like this that hasn't been touched, it's very cool. So very happy to have that to the collection. That's not the first time I've had stuff like this. I do have Dick Tracy stuff that's, audio books and coloring books and things like that. I don't get too much of that stuff, but just to have that, to go a part of this collection it's sentimental to me. And was able to get a lunchbox. This is my second lunchbox I have in my collection. This is a lunchbox that he had as a kid, that he used as a kid, and so now it's a part of my collection now. So very happy to have it. It's a metal lunchbox, very well kept, for the condition and the usage that it went through, and very happy to have it, and it does have a thermos. It doesn't have the top, so hopefully I can find a top, which might be a while, if ever. So there is the thermos right there. So a lot of times when you find these old lunch boxes, they generally doesn't have thermoses, but this one does. But hopefully maybe one day I can find a top to it. Next piece, I won't be using it because I'm going to use this as my backdrop, as part of my display. So this is a food tray. This is a classic vintage food tray, and it's actually in fairly good shape, Very little wear, still works. The legs, they still come out and everything. So, but like I said, I'm not going to be using it, because this will be as a display piece with my collection. I'll have the figures all set up in front of it and everything. So very happy to have that. So now we're going to get into the 12-inch G.I. Joe Hall of Fame collection. That's the rest of this part of the collection. I do have a few loose ones, and I do have some boxed ones, and I do have a nice little set of 3 3/4 that came in 4 figures, and then I have one vehicle. So first up, we're going to get into the loose 12-inch figures. This is Duke, and this is part of the Commemorative. This is dedicated to the Gulf War. This Duke dressed up in the uniform that they used back then, and very unique. These aren't the original pieces that go to Duke. I do have one strap that's original that goes to him, but I went ahead and took that off and just put these on there just because, so I can have the holsters for the pistol and the knife. He is pretty much I want to say he is complete, except for the fact that I don't have the original straps. I do have one, but I don't have another one. But other than that, I think he's pretty much complete. If he is missing something, he might be missing one accessory. But yeah, this is the pistol that he has right there. So it's in the holster. And dog tags. Got his, I love the flocked hair. I think that's so unique and cool. And it does come with his stands. So here is his stand right there. And here is his BFG, which still works. So very cool. Other than that, I'm not a big fan of these stands because they don't really work all that well. At least not on these, they don't. They might work on somebody else's collection, but for me, it's a no-go because I keep tipping over and stuff, so they're not very sturdy like they should be. But yeah, that's why I need to get some doll stands. All right, set him down. Next one up is Ace. We have Ace, the pilot. He is not complete because I don't have a stand for him, which is fine. I'll just get a doll stand, so that way he'll be able to stand. But most of these, they do stand pretty well on their own for the most part. You just got to pose them in a particular way for them to get to stand correctly. But as far as accessories goes, I think he's pretty much complete. I had to go through all the accessories and stuff and use reference photos and things like that to make sure I have all of them. They're pretty much I think only maybe one or two of them are complete. His helmet does come off, so it's really cool. Got the flocked hair right there, so very happy to have this in the collection. At first, I was never really big fans of these, but after having these in my hands and looking at them, I love them, man. I mean, these things are great. Adds uniqueness and diversity to your collection. Okay, second one up is we have Snake Eyes. Now he is complete, and he comes with a stand that I don't like. So, but yeah, he's got his katana sword, his backpack, got his dog tags right here, and knife right there, and his mask right there is removable, and he got his BFG right there. So very cool right there. And this is like the second version of Snake Eyes after in the early 90s, because the original Snake Eyes, he was all black, completely black, and then they changed him up a bit. All right. And secondly, the last Joe I have before we get into the Cobras is Gung Ho, one of my favorite characters of the cartoon. I really liked him, Originally when I got him, he was like in some other kind of clothing I didn't like, but thankfully he had his uniform, so I had to get him naked and and dress him back up in his uniform. It felt a little weird doing that because I never really messed with stuff like this before until now, but it is what it is. But it looks so much better now in his uniform. Really like this figure a lot. This is probably like one of my favorite ones of the whole set that I have. Got complete with his hat, his platinum pistol, and his sword. The only thing I'm missing as far as accessory wise is his platinum knife. Of course, you know, he comes with his little whack ass stand. So that's Gung Ho right there in his Marine outfit. So let's move some of this out the way. Alright, so the final two figures that are loose are Cobras. The first one up is Destro. That's by far probably my favorite one of the whole set. Just the uniqueness of it. Really love the fact that, you know, the uniform, you know, is really rubbery right there. You know, such great, such great detail. I think he's pretty much complete. I think he might be missing one accessory. I'm not sure, but I know he's missing his stand. He doesn't have a stand, so, and that's fine, you know. Got his red dog tags and everything, so. There's Destro. And the last loose figure we got is Cobra Commander. So very awesome. So he's about to shoot me. So here's Cobra Commander. He does got a removable hood. Really like that a lot. And got his briefcase. And you open it up, you can stash his pistol and his knife in there in the briefcase as well. And then he's got his BFG. So very nice uniform and everything. Really love this figure. You know, very unique style. I did have to put the belt on. I don't even know if that's his original belt that came on there, but it was something. So I had to carefully thread it with a toothpick just to get it through the loops, just so I could finally tie it in there. And then I had to put this strap on there as well. So it was like a lot of work in progress that I had to do. Like I said, this is my first time really messing with stuff like this, so I really didn't know what I was doing. And I don't know if that's the original strap. I just know it was in there, so I had to have one for the knife sheath. So very cool. It's a very awesome figure. All right, I'm going to save the vehicle for last because I'm going to have to pause the video to get it. So we'll just save that for last. Okay, so let's go ahead and start off with some of these boxes, these package stuff. Let's just move these four right here. We'll save that. The first one up that I have is the Electronic Battle Command Duke. Very cool. This is a very nice figure right here, and it still works. Let me go ahead and do it on this side.
Stalker, pop smoke on Cobra Commander on the battlefield. Troops attack.
That voice is so 90s right there.
Gung Ho, direct fire at Cobra Commander on the double.
So apparently he's got over 1,000 voice commands, and I don't think I'm going to go through all 1,000 voice commands. But that was just an idea of what it sounds like. But very beautiful figure, though. And this glare, man. Sorry about that. But very cool. Really like it a lot. The back of it, you know, so gives you all the descriptions of everything that comes with a piece of clothing, what it is. Okay, and then the second one, not the second one, but the next box set, you know, these are just the basic Hall of Fame. You know, the only things that make sounds are the accessories, or some of them do, not all of them, but I do have a Storm Shadow. Really like that a lot. So Very awesome right there. Love it. Then, let's see. Oh, I did forget to show y'all, before I move on to the next box stuff. Here is a crate that I got as well. Oh. And this, it pretty much houses all the different accessories. So like all the weapons and stuff like that. So I got them all separated and everything. And down here is like all the clothing and guns and rifles and all kinds of ammunition that comes with. So a lot of stuff. So here's like all the clothing and stuff. So the rest of the stuff, it didn't come on the figures, but back in the day, they did sell packs that come with clothing, like medic clothing and stuff like that you can dress your Joes in. So it was a very unique thing, kind of like Barbie. It's like Barbies for guys, I guess, if you want to call it that. But anyways, let's go ahead and move on. Let's go ahead. The next person up in box is Stalker. So very happy to have him. All these guys are going to be in box. You know, they're not going to be opened at all or anything. So it's very cool. Some of their guns work, some of them don't. This is electronic, so it doesn't work. So I'm pressing the back of it, so you don't hear anything. But very happy to have this. Very cool. And now the next ones are the ones that I have loose as well. So I do have 2 Dukes in box. So one of these might be up for trade, you know. Who knows? We'll see. So very happy. One there, this one there. So I don't know if his weapon works or not. Does it? Yep, that one does. Let's see if the other one does too. That one's a little bit louder than the last one. So yeah, still works. And so here we have, next one up is a packaged Gung Ho. So he doesn't have any electronic weapons or anything like that. So and the last box set for this section is Snake Eyes. Yeah, I don't think his electronics work. But yep, here's Snake Eyes in the box. Okay, the next set of figures, there are 3 of them, but I have a double of one of them. But they're a bigger style packaged. So these are very unique. And these are the commemorative collection. And so I got small figures and I got large figures. And these are dedicated to like the regular style Joes that they came out back in the 60s. And the thing is, the unique thing is they come with the actual, not only does it come with all the accessories, but it actually comes with a box within a box, you know. So here is the Action Pilot. And so that's the box that it would originally came in, you know, right there. So it's packaged here, but it also comes with the box, you know, and all that stuff. Unless if you want to have it displayed like that. I think this is really cool. You know, I would like to get the rest of them if I can. Action Soldier, Action Sailor, Action Marine, an Action Pilot, and Action Astronaut. So these are the different ones that they come. Down here, what am I getting these? Very cool. So I do have another one. So here is the other Action Pilot I have right there. So that's very cool right there. And Here is the Action Marine. Very unique. So I would need to complete this set. I would need to get the soldier and sailor, since I have these two. So alright, so the next one, the last ones I have to show you before we get to the vehicle is these are the 3 3/4. I really love these things. These, you know, I'm keeping because these are very unique and special. These are the same size, or not the same size, but they're the same thing as the big 12-inch ones. But these are the 3 3/4. So these are the commemorative edition collection, and this one here is the pilot. And you open this little flap up, and here is the figure right there. Very cool. And so, and then next up we have is the Action Marine. Very cool. Let's just open this up. There he is right there. Great figure. Here's the back of it. I don't think I showed the back of this one. So there's the back of that. Then next one up is the sailor. There he is right there. I mean, these 3 3/4 figures for this set these are amazing, but they are staying in the box, you know. And last but not least is the Action Soldier. And we'll open it up. There he is. Comes with the barricade and everything. So very, very cool on that end. So here are the backs of the sailor and the soldier. Oops. Is it there? There he is right there. So very cool. Alright, let me pause this for a second and let me get the vehicle. Okay, so last but not least, I was able to get a vehicle as well. And this is the G.I. Joe Hall of Fame Rhino, the GPV vehicle, or heavy ground patrol vehicle, should I say. So, this is the box. It comes with a very large box. And I hope y'all can see this beautiful artwork. Amazing artwork. Really love this artwork. And the box is still in great shape, you know. So here's the back of it. Back of it. Top. You know. And I hope y'all are able to see all that. I know my angle's not the best. Yep. So, this is a great box that came in. And, of course, you know, it comes with the instructions. You know, the instructions, sticker sheet. There's only one sticker that's still left on the sticker sheet, and I have 2 of them that kind of like fell off the vehicle, but I still saved them, and they're in this baggie right here. And then here is the 2 missiles, because it comes with 8 missiles. So there are 2 of them right there, and then there is the stand for the gun that also comes with, that you put in the back of the vehicle. So here is the vehicle itself. So this thing is massive. You can see in front, you know. And here is the side of the vehicle. So, and the doors do open. So they do open. You can set your figures inside there and everything. You can close the hatch. Here's the cannon. the cannon still works. And there are the missiles right there that I've actually stored right there. And this thing folds down. A lot of times, I've seen a couple of reviews on this. There's not very many, but a lot of times, a lot of people have the windshield down as it's kind of leans up like that a little bit. But other than that, this thing's in great shape. I did clean it. I was able to clean it. The only thing I was worried about when I was cleaning this thing was the stickers coming off, but the stickers still hold on pretty well. But other than that, like I said, there's like maybe 2 of them that fell off, but I was able to save them and put them in that little baggie. And there's the back of the vehicle, and it holds that this gun right here. So, but other than that, man, this thing's amazing. And with this cannon, you just flip that and you move that out, and you put your missiles in there, and then you shoot it. You know, there's a little button right here on top, and you just press that button, it shoots out that missile. But like I said, I put 6. I was able to put 6 of them right there, and then the other ones are in that bagging. So, but yeah, guys, that is a look of the G.I. Joe Hall of Fame collection. I did get some other stuff, but they're not G.I. Joe related. There's some Carter figures from the Kenner Batman line, and all it is just a couple of Jokers and a couple of Catwomen. So that's about it. But the main focus was just showing off this G.I. Joe Hall of Fame. Like I said, very happy to have this in my collection. Thank you to my good buddy that was able to help me out with this. So, yeah, these will be going on display. You know, I'm very proud of this collection that I have right here, and it deserves its own place of display. So anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and comment down below what you think of this G.I. Joe Hall of Fame collection, and if you had any growing up, or if you still have them, or you collect them or anything, just let me know. And don't forget, words to wisdom: buy what you love and not what you like, because if you buy what you like, you will always end up getting rid of it. And I will catch y'all later.